Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing a transmission service on my VE Commodore. It's got a 3.6 litre V6 engine with the 4-speed automatic transmission. So this here is a new filter kit that I'm going to be putting in. And it comes with the filter and the gasket. And I'll be putting the part numbers and where I got this kit from in the description. And this is the transmission fluid you will need to refill it. It's a fully synthetic ATF, and with the VEs it needs to be Dextron, that one there, the GM Dextron V1. You will need a ratchet, extension bar, and a 13mm socket to get the transmission sump off. And so to get this sump off, you just need to get all these bolts here, the 13mm, that go around the entire outer edge of the sump. And I'm going to take off one side at a time to let it drain, because there's no drain plug on the transmissions. So I will get to that. So now that those are undone, just want to let it drain like this for a while. So this is the bottom of the transmission pan with the pan taken off. So that there is obviously the filter that we're going to replace. And I'm just going to let it drip into this tray for a while I clean the pan up. So just bear with me. So as you can see here, that's the pan. I've got it out from under the car. So I'm just going to clean this up. And there's a magnet on this. I'm just going to check that for little metal shavings, and I'll just drain the rest of this oil off, and we'll have a look at that. As you can see there's a little bit of grime built up on the magnet. Not too sure if there's any, I don't see any shiny, oh there is a little bit of shiny spots in there, but it's not too bad. So yeah, I'll clean that off, and we'll get this ready to put back in. Alright guys, so I've just finished cleaning the transmission sump here. So the magnet does come out, and I clean that as well. It's got a little marked spot here where it goes, and you just stick it back in there. So now we're going to go back under the car and remove the filter. So with the filter, you just gotta grab it and pull it off, and it should just come off, just like that. So yeah, now we can now it's a good idea to compare it to the old one here. To compare the old one with the new one. You can see there, that's the old one there, and that's the new one. So the new one's got this little collar on it. This one doesn't, which means it's still stuck up in the transmission. So I'm going to try and fish that out and see what we've got from there. So I'm under the car again, and through that hole there is where the filter goes, and there's a little collar still stuck in there. I'm going to leave it in there and take the one on the new filter off, because I've inspected that one, it's still in good condition. So I'm better off just leaving it in there than damaging something while I'm trying to pull it out. So I'm just going to take the little collar off the other one and install the new filter, and we'll go from there. So I pulled the little collar off the new filter. That's the old filter. That's this little collar here, it's like still stuck in the transmission. That's really hard to pull out. The other one's still in pretty good condition, so I'm just going to leave it in there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some transmission oil in here just to prime it, and stick it back in the transmission, and we'll begin reinstalling it. So I'm just going to pour some oil, transmission oil, into top of that, and we'll head back under the car and install this back in the car. So with this filter, it goes back up into that hole, and you just push it up. And it goes into the hole, and there you go. So you hear that click, and it's fully seated in there. So now I'm going to move on to putting the sump back on, and then we'll refill the system. Okay guys, so now we've got the new gasket here. We're going to line it up, see where it sits. So yeah, that's the correct gasket. So we're going to go back under the car and do it all back up. Okay, so now I'm going to be putting this pan back up. So you're just going to lift it up into position. Okay, now that all the bolts are done up, I'm going to torque all the sump bolts down to 12 Newton meters. It says in the repair manual. That's 12 Newton meters. I've just set my torque range 12 Newton meters.
Okay, now that they're all fastened down, I'm just going to double check all the torques. It's 12 Newton meters. I'm just going to make sure they're all torqued down to spec.
So now we're down under here. I'm just gonna give it a wipe down, and then I'm gonna go up the top and put the car down and refill the fluids. That's this job done. Alright now guys, so now to fill up the fluid, what we need to do is here's a dipstick for the transmission here. This red dipstick here is it for the transmission. You pull that out, and you stick a funnel in there, and then you pour your fluid in. Pour your fluid in, and you keep checking the level as you're pouring, so just to make sure you don't overfill it. There are some markers on the dipstick here. There's markers for when it's cold, and one for when it's hot. So as the car is cold at the moment, I'm gonna fill it in and check it at the cold level, and then I'll start it up and warm it up, and I'll check it at the hot level. So right now I'll just check it now. It's just below the cold. I'll keep filling it up till it gets to the cold line. So I've just filled it up some more. Now it's on the second line of the cold. So I'm gonna leave it there for now, and I'll just run the car and see if it gets to the hot section. And I'll let it run for a while till it gets warm, and I'll check it on the hot level. And when the car's warming up, just make sure you check for leaks. Check for leaks under the car. So far it's looking good, no leaks. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll keep on videos coming for you.